Hey guys, this is Everyday Life, and it is a beautiful Saturday morning. The birds are chirping, and etc. So, I just recently dropped off my 350Z at Tire Engineers to go get my rims put on. They said it's gonna take like 5 hours, so I'm back at home about to go get a haircut. But in the time being, I was like, why not? So, I just recently, about a month ago, purchased a Yamaha FZ07. Never ever sat on, ever rode on anything to do with motorcycles at all. And I was like, you know what? I've always wanted to ride motorcycles. I've always wanted to, I don't know, get on freaking motorcycles since I was like, I don't know, super young. So I was like, all right, I'm 19 years old now. Got some good money. I can afford it and all that great stuff. But you know, most well, a good bit of people are like, no, don't get a motorcycle. It's too dangerous. Blah blah blah. And then you got the people who ride motorcycles. They're like, yeah, you know, it's great fun. Just be careful. So I'm on the side, obviously, of it's great fun. Just be careful. So my dad, he used to ride motorcycles like before I was born and up until I was born. And then he had a terrible accident. So you know what side he's on. And he like did not want me to get a motorcycle whatsoever. But you know, it's like, I've always wanted one. I'm gonna get one. So I got one. But I'm a beginner rider. I never rode motorcycles ever in my life, ever, or even like was too upped on a motorcycle or whatever. So I'm straight beginner. So I'm obviously going to show you my motorcycle in a second. But anyway, so as a beginner rider, what I like my path to buying an FZ07, I took a beginner rider course because I was like, man, like I don't even know how to start a motorcycle. I don't know how to shift gears. I know it's manual and all this stuff. So like I had to like learn about motorcycles because I like knew like nothing about them besides I know how to ride a bike. I used to race BMX, so that's the only two-wheel experience I've ever had. So I was like, yeah, let's get a motor and let's go fast. Not really, I don't like to go fast. But as a beginner, I was like, okay, so I need to take a basic rider course. So I went through the steps into trying to sign up for that class, and I took it, and I was like, man, motorcycle riding isn't too difficult, and it is super fun. So I was like, I can't wait to get on my own bike and start this thing. So, yeah, so I did that, and literally that same weekend, I got my Yamaha FZ07. So people like to ask, like, all right, what's a good starter bike and all this stuff? What type of like CCs would you start on? For me, I was like, I'm doing all this research on YouTube and blogs and stuff because like my dream bike that I wanted was a Ducati Monster 797, but my dad was like, bro, you're not getting that. And I was like, all right, fam, all right, I won't get that one. So I did some other research on something else that looked good to me and was also that people on YouTube and stuff said it was a good beginner bike. So I decided to go with the Yamaha FZ07, which is 670 to 80 cc's or something. You got videos out there saying, oh, don't start on the 600. You got videos out there saying, yeah, you can start on the 600. You never get tired of it, blah, 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 all that great stuff. But as a beginner rider, from my experience so far, I mean, if you're nice on the throttle and you ride respect the bike, I mean, you can probably ride on a 1000 bike. I don't know. I never rode on one before, so I'm just saying, whatever. The Yamaha FZ07, it has monster torque. Yeah, that's the MT is the same, but it is a lot of torque and I love it. It's great fun. Yeah, and I don't think I'll get tired of it. It always just keeps on giving keeps on giving freaking torque. The more you roll the throttle back, it is so much fun. But I've only been riding for like a month now, and I love it. But I'm gonna say it is super scary riding out there with traffic, because I mean, after everybody telling you, yeah, someone doesn't, like, they don't see you, someone's gonna pull out in front of you, so you're constantly thinking about that. But I try not to think about that too much, but always watch, because that's the sketchiest part, just trying to anticipate people trying to kill you. But yeah, I got stuck in the rain on like my third time riding, and that sucks. So riding in the rain really does suck, and it was like stormy rain, and I was getting like blown to the side and everything, so I had to pull over and get on the gas station thing. I'll show you a clip from me being soaking wet on the gas station. But yeah, if you're looking into getting into riding, I would highly suggest the Basic Rider course, especially if you've never rode in your life. And even if you have, it's still good. But yeah, let's show you the bike. Look at this. This is a tragedy. I am freaking soaked. Tried to go to the mall, and now it's freaking raining like crazy. So here's my baby Yamaha FZ07 here. It is amazing. I love that I went with the red color. There was a blue color at the place, but it didn't look as sexy. This thing is super fun. I love the how the gauge cluster works for sure, because it shows you what gear you're in, like your speed, freaking how much gas you have, and like the research and stuff that I was doing on it, like a lot of the bikes don't do that. Don't give you like what gear you're in and some other features. But I mean, for this to be like the price it was, like it has a lot of nice features on it, especially for like, I don't know, a beginner rider, like, because I don't know a lot about motorcycles, but it is amazing what they have on the gauge cluster up there. But like a lot of things that people said that I saw, like they say it feels like a cheap bike, sort of. I mean, like this stuff is like a plasticky material, so that's why you say it feels cheap, but still you'll get over it because it's too much fun. Like the Ducati I was looking at was like, you know, $5,000 more than this bike, so it definitely felt more expensive. But you know, this is my first bike and I am satisfied with it for sure. It is extremely dirty because I haven't washed it yet, and I got to do that. But like, oh my gosh, this thing, freaking love it. It is freaking amazing. And it's just, it looks so good. Everybody likes, like when I ride it around, like everybody's like, cool bike, bro. And I'm just like, I know. Calvin's out there. Yep. But that kind of concludes the video, you know, so we're about to go get a haircut. So if you guys don't understand the contents of this video, you need to eat or go to bed. Peace.